Hi, this is Luke Zipp at Crocker Farm Auction, and I'm here with this 1.5 gallon brush decorated stoneware jar that's going to be in our July 20th, 2013 stoneware and redware auction. You know, it's a fairly ordinary jar with brush swags at the rim, but what makes it incredibly exceptional is that it's actually script signed by the makers. You can see it's beautiful, real extravagant script from Keesee, K-E-E-S-E-E. Sometimes it's pronounced Keesee or variations of that. Ampersand, Parr, P-A-R-R, Richmond, VA, which it's the only known script signed piece of stoneware made at the partnership of Keesee and Parr. They were operating in Richmond from about 1857 to the end of the Civil War, 1865. And it recently surfaced in the Richmond area. David Parr, actually David Parr Jr. is what he was known as in his time, was a Baltimore-trained potter, arrived in Richmond in 1851 and started making stoneware. And the cool thing is, rarely do we get an insight into the personal musings of American stoneware potters. But a recent letter written by David Parr Jr. to his aunt Margaret Parr in Baltimore described how difficult of a time he had when he came to Richmond in 1851, how he faced stiff competition, and that the locals really didn't accept him as one of their own and did not support him. But he worked tirelessly day and night to get his stoneware pottery up to speed, and within a year's time was actually making it for himself. By 1858, he took on auctioneer Thomas W. Keesee as a partner in the firm, really just a backer. He wasn't a potter, and they became a very successful firm. They were making stoneware for the Confederate Army, stoneware cannonballs, but really their goal all along was to make stoneware in Richmond that rivaled the type of stoneware that David Parr and his family, his two uncles, his aunt, his cousin, were making in Baltimore. So here's an ad in 1860, said he was making with Keesee jugs, jars, churns, pitchers, bread risers, milk pans, fruit jars, etc. And he said they will warrant their stoneware is equal to anywhere made at the North. But really, and you can see it's a Baltimore-style jar made in Richmond, script signed at the pottery, and it's just a very important document of the Keesee and Parr partnership.